Hello, hello, and welcome to Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Hopefully you're having a great day, or great. They should make some kind of a frosted flakes, frosted with some kind of a non-sugar, and well, they got it's corn flakes with sugar on it. And so much I can do about that to make that a good cereal. But I was thinking that I kind of miss that. When you do one of these kind of diets, you kind of miss things. Because do you ever miss this? Oh yeah. And it's weird. Some of the places you think, well, that's not that bad of a place to eat, or that challenging. But sometimes it'll be maybe they offer really good food, really the food you get is kind of a low carb, maybe a low calorie, maybe low fat, low cholesterol, something, whatever you're going through, whatever your issues are. I got a big old red Rudolph nose and I'm congested. I get this quite a bit lately. I got to maybe talk to the doctor about that because, I get a fever and that low grade fever and that they said that, it could be just my body balancing, blah, 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 blah. Like sometimes you'll go to bed and your blood sugar might be, really good. Morning fasting blood sugar under 100 is considered good. Not perfect, but if you had a 98 blood sugar in the morning, that's not bad. But then you go to bed, maybe it goes up during the day. Usually you eat the food, you don't eat the food. So it'll go up and down. That's just the way it is. If you have a continuous glucose monitor, you can kind of see that on there. But then you go to bed, it's 140, let's say. Okay, that's not bad. Go to bed and you wake up, it's 220. Why? I didn't eat anything. I was asleep. Well, your body just balances out. Your body either needs insulin at some time, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's preparing insulin. Maybe when you go to sleep, your body catches up to whatever. So now it can rest, and it kind of gives you that final whatever. And is it exactly accurate? Probably not. The continuous glucose monitors, they say, are usually off by about 5. So if you check it with the blood sugar, which is the most accurate, with your finger prick, don't say prick, boop, and you get 120 here, and then your meter says 125. That's okay. You just kind of got to know it's probably be off by 5 points, around 5 points all the time. Sometimes you check in, it's 120, and your continuous glucose monitor says 400. That's a problem. I've got some lows that were like 30s when it was really at 125. So it's been off by 90 sometimes, and those are usually when they have you take off this thing, boop, 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 and put another one of those things on there. I'm still waiting for a bunch to be mailed to me because it keeps having one just fell off. Another one I put it on. You take your phone and you go on the back of it and it scans it. But it gave me my first reading. This was like the last 15 days. Gave me my first reading, and then never worked again. So that one lasted, instead of 15 days, it lasted an hour. Well, it takes 1 hour for you to put on it. It won't give you a reading for the first hour. Then you get a reading for the first hour, but the first 24 hours are considered iffy. Maybe accurate, maybe not. Hang on a second. Ellie, shut up! Quiet! You know what she's barking at? I figured it out. She's barking at oxygen, or air. There's air somewhere. I'm going to have to probably turn this off. She's been really bad. She's been barking since 6 o'clock in the morning. That might be why I'm sick. I'm only getting about 5 hours sleep a night. 1 second. Okay, and we're back. What's going on with the dog? There's an individual over here. He did get fired, but now he's back. So maybe they're using different information to put him out there. It's a contract that cleans the senior center next door. It's a pretty big center. You have to be low income to live there, and over a certain age. So, but they got a bunch of different grants, and they're inspected a lot, so they have to really keep it good, clean, no cigarette butts, some they're older than I am. They smoke. I guess they're allowed to smoke in their unit, but nowhere else. But they'll smoke, and that's one of the issues they had. So they hired some of these guys to go, someone simple. They just picking up cigarette butts and sweeping and emptying the trash. Others are more skilled landscapers and that kind of stuff. Well, one individual out there, he's very nice, but he says he is the word that they're calling Tim Walz, the R word. He says that's what he is. He's a functioning R word, because when they came over and asked me, was he spending time talking to me at the wall, I'm not going to turn him in anyhow. It's not my business. I'm not his. I mean, if he did something wrong, if he was inappropriately talking to small children or something, yeah. If he was setting fires, okay, I'll report that, but not to them. I'll report it to the police. But anyway, he did get fired. They came and told me that they had to get rid of him. But he is very, very nice, and he loves the dog. He likes to walk by and say, "Hi, puppy." This is how he talks. He's a black guy. He says he's black, and he says he is R. Can't say R. He can't say N. He's not the N. He could be miscategorized or people use the wrong name using the N word or the R word. One of the two. I don't use either one of them with him. I think his name is Jamal. I think it's Jamal. But he goes, he walks by, he goes, "Hi, puppy." And back when the tree was really big, he'd stick his head to the tree and talk to her. Now the trees are cut down. So I was wondering, why does she keep barking every morning, right at 6:30 or 7? Well, that's when they drop him off. Not drop him off like being mean to him. He gets paid. He works for. They get credit for hiring those. I used to get paid $1,000 a month extra, and I had 2 of them that worked for me at Subway. So I have someone that was cleaning the tables and sweeping, and they're very nice, and I tried to help them learn that. They couldn't use knives, a bunch of rules. And they're supposed to have someone that would be with them, their I don't know what they call them, their aide, their teacher, or whatever. But he would usually just go there, and he was a Filipino fellow. There's a Filipino tailor next door. They make clothes for Sylvester Stallone's mom, and all that. And so he liked to go there and talk to them, and he just leave them in my place for 6 hours a day. So I got a total of 12 hours. The cat's running around back there. 12 hours of free labor. I think they were there Monday through Thursday, and then Friday they had training there, and then sometimes they'd have to be pulled for training, like a specialized class that they would have to take. But usually I got 12 hours of free labor. They were pretty good at what they did. The customers loved them, but they'd do things like this. Hey, David. First they call me Mr. Gardner, or Manager Gardner. I said, "No, David's fine." "David," and everyone's eating their food. "Is it okay if I go take a bowel movement?" At the top of there, "I need to make a bowel movement." And then I call him, "Hey, Billy Bob," whatever your name is. When you need to use the bathroom, just say, hey, David, I'm gonna use the bathroom." Or don't say anything at all. Just go and use the bathroom. Come back out. I trust you. Don't ride on the wall." "Oh, I would never ride on the wall. I just need to make a bowel movement." So I try to explain to that, even though that is a proper word. We don't want to discuss poo-poo while people are eating, And he goes, "Oh, yeah, that's gross, huh?" And he never did it again. But they would do that, and they got paid. And same thing here. But he's really nice. So I explained to him that if you keep doing that, I'm going to have to put the dog down because no one's going to adopt her. She's a senior lab pit mix. She's very loud. She does things she shouldn't do. But by you doing it, "I'll never do it again." 15 minutes later, "Hi, puppy." And I was wondering what happened. He will get fired again. They don't really fire him. There's enough complaints. They move him elsewhere. Last time they moved him to a place where you put, it looks like a kind of a Nerf ball, they said, and you put that in the box and you close it and you send it down the thing. And they had to change the packaging so they could see the Nerf ball through the plastic, because they would put them in there like every 6th one would not have a ball in there, to be completely empty. You could feel it. But another one of them, call them thems, another one that worked there with the company was supposed to supervise them being packaged, and they put I think it's 24 of these balls, and each one they go out to, it's some kind of toy store that's very good for the environment, and educational type toys. And I guess the Nerf, this softball, you turn it around, you throw it to somebody, and then they catch it and they turn it around, and when they turn it around, it would show something. They had to say what it is and give as much information as you can. It sounds kind of fun for kids or adults how to do it. But so they sent him there, and he hated it. He wanted to be outside. He wanted to work with his body. And I just sit there going, that's really monotonous. I know there's a machine they can do that, but it's a very small company. It's cheaper to do this for free, and they get paid. But I got $1,000 a month, $500 per print. That was back in 1986, so I'm sure it's more than that now. But anyway, what we're talking about today, taste test. And I'm going to turn this around so you can see. I'll turn the camera around so you can see everything going the right way. We'll be tasting some Quest tortilla-style protein chips. 4 net grams of carbs, 18 grams of protein. We'll show that in a minute. But this is Quest. But that is, how many ounces? Yeah, 1.1 ounce, $5. So, it's not as much as some kind of illegal drug or something, but expensive. It's I got these on sale, but I think they're about $3.99. for 1 ounce. How much would that be if you got like a Doritos type product? Less than 2. But I don't know what other flavors. I got 3 different ones. I'm gonna try one a week. But that one is the nacho cheese. When I first started eating Doritos, they were just plain tortilla chips like you get at a restaurant, except for they were flat. Were they baked? I don't think so. But that's all there were. There was no salsa on there, no salt really. Or maybe they're salted, but they just tasted like eating a plain corn tortilla from the restaurant. And then the next one I would get was taco flavor. It had kind of like a taco seasoning sprinkling. It wasn't spicy. It had some flavor. People probably complained, hey, these are good, but... And then the third one was nacho cheese, and that was it for me. That was the one I always eat. So I was looking to see if they had each step of my tortilla chip Dorito type of thing, but they did not. So I'm going with the one that I end up liking, which was this one. I have 2 other ones that I will be doing later. So let me go ahead and pause this, not for the dog barking, and I'll show you what this is all about. Okay, I'm just going to be holding the camera, so it might be a little bobbly. Okay, Quest. Okay, nacho cheese. Will they taste just like Doritos? I can already tell you they will not. So we got Quest as a company. Quest is really big in this kind of thing. Protein chips, nacho cheese. I told you about the protein and the carb. And that's net carbs. Net grams of carbs. Let's see what the back is like. Here's the nutritional information. Doing a one-hander here. Okay, calories 150. 150 total fats are 5. Saturated fat. Some people have problems with cholesterol. There's the cholesterol. Sodium. Do you take too much sodium? Some people do have too much sodium. And then there's the ingredients. There's a lot. Won't we read all that? And then we'll go ahead and turn it around. But this way I can actually show it the right way. And they always have a little inspirational thing on here. I don't know if they change from product to product, but this is Quest, and we're gonna try it. I'm gonna pause and turn it around. Okay, and we're back. So let's go ahead and try it. I'll let you know, does it taste just like that? Now this is only a 1 ouncer, so I could eat the whole thing, no problem. But I'm only gonna eat a couple of chips so I can share them. It's not really a shareable size. I don't know if they have like big bags, like they have the party, the regular size, the family size, and the party size. I think the ones that would go like in a lunch size for a Dorito. But this could also be another situation where, boy, I sure would like to eat a Dorito nacho cheese chip. I just can't. Get down there. Get down. Oh, move. No, he's entertaining the dog. Now my lighting's bad because I moved. Yeah, get out of here. He knows not to climb the curtains. He always waits until I'm like facing this direction or whatever. Trying to see. Now the lighting's gonna be bad. Thank you, kitty. But with the kitty messed up the lighting. That's nice of him for doing that for us. So we'll just go and wrap him up. Yeah, he knows not to do it. No. And then after he does it, he only does it when I'm facing away. He knows I'm occupied doing something, so then he'll do that. Okay, these are nacho cheese, it says. Smells good. Smell. And this is what it looks like. So they're smaller than a Dorito. Good. Good. Lights. Okay, there we go. Any movement changes the lighting. I used to lock them out, but now he's coming back. He sees once again I'm focused. What a bad kitty. He knows he's smart, but bad knows I'm focused on something else. So he can climb up on the curtains. The dog's probably like, what is that? But anyway, this is what they look like. And we'll hold it here. No, okay. And kind of can see it, I guess. But they're good. Once again, not just like Doritos. If you say, if they advertise it tastes just like Doritos, it'll be false. It's not made of the same ingredients. It's not seasoned the same way. But have you ever tried any of the Quest products? Have you tried any of these? Don't forget, please subscribe, like, share. Put your comments down below. Yeah, I'm not feeling very well. Is it not feeling very well? We do have another video coming out today. I'm filming this on Monday. Usually I've been trying to film a couple of days ahead because I have things going on. Usually I film Sunday for Monday, one video. Monday for Tuesday, I film two. A taste test, which I just did. We'll probably do a cooking one tomorrow. Then Wednesday for Thursday, I do one. And then Friday for Saturday. So I'm filming usually about 4 days a week. But sometimes I'll film like this. But I won't film the second one until tomorrow. So I do have a schedule, sort of, at least of those 5 videos coming out. So this will be out tomorrow. We have another video coming out today. You better move. He's just a kitten. He's a big boy, so people think he's full grown, but he's just, I mean, he's still growing. I guess he's about 12 pounds now. So he was a little teeny 3-pounder when I got him, and then now he's 12. I'm gonna put him on a diet. He's on a cat food diet. That's what he eats. But anyway, have a great day. Take care.